Taiwan faces 5 hurdles under U.S. reciprocal tariffs. Japan warns tourists of pickpockets in Taiwan. Podul poised to hit Taiwan Wednesday. Trump doubles reward to $50 million for arrest of Venezuela's president. North Korea is removing speakers from border. Hundreds arrested at London protest for banned Palestine group. NASA astronaut Butch Wilmore retires after 9 months in space. Lifelike robots for sale to the public as China opens new store.
Hello everyone, I'm Oceana. Thank you for joining us on FUNDAY News. It is Monday, August 11th, Hip Hop Day, and here are our top stories. In local news, the U.S. has imposed reciprocal tariffs with Taiwan's temporary rate set at 20% and added on top of existing duties. Foreign media outline 5 challenges for Taiwan: TSMC's U.S. investment failing to secure a trade deal, higher tariffs than Japan and South Korea, a stronger NT dollar, escalating domestic political divisions, and the tariffs' impact on the metals industry. The Japan-Taiwan Exchange Association has warned Japanese tourists of frequent pickpocketing incidents in Taiwan, especially at night markets, Jiufen, Yongkang Street, and near Taipei's Zhongshan Station. The advisory urges visitors to safeguard valuables and be alert to scams, including schemes that could make them unwitting accomplices. Tropical storm Podul is rapidly strengthening and moving west, with Taiwan's Weather Bureau warning of a high chance of landfall on Wednesday. Hsinchu City, Hsinchu County, Miaoli, and Hualien face a 79% strike probability, while Taipei, New Taipei, Taoyuan, Taichung, Changhua, Nantou, and Yilan exceed 70%. And in global news, the Trump administration is doubling the reward for the arrest of Venezuela's President Nicolas Maduro to $50 million, accusing him of being one of the world's largest necro-traffickers and working with cartels to flood the U.S. with fentanyl-laced cocaine. In a video announcing the reward, Attorney General Pam Bondi said under President Trump's leadership, Maduro will not escape justice, and he will be held accountable for his despicable crimes.
Maduro was indicted in Manhattan federal court in 2020, during the first Trump presidency, along with several close allies on federal charges of narco-terrorism and conspiracy to import cocaine. At the time, the U.S. offered a $15 million reward for his arrest, later raised by the Biden administration to $25 million. Despite the bounty, Maduro remains entrenched after defying the U.S., the European Union, and several Latin American governments who condemned his 2024 re-election as a sham and recognized his opponent as Venezuela's duly elected president. Last month, the Trump administration struck a deal to secure the release of 10 Americans jailed in Caracas in exchange for Venezuela receiving scores of migrants deported by the U.S. to El Salvador under Trump's immigration crackdown.
South Korea's military said on Saturday that it had detected North Korea removing some of its loudspeakers from the inter-Korean border, days after the South dismantled its own frontline speakers used for anti-North Korean propaganda broadcasts in a bid to ease tensions. South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff did not disclose the sites where the North Koreans were removing the speakers and said it was not immediately clear whether the North would take all of them down.
In recent months, South Korean border residents have complained that North Korean speakers blasted irritating sounds, including howling animals and pounding gongs, in a tit-for-tat response to South Korean propaganda broadcasts. The South Korean military said the North stopped its broadcasts in June after Seoul's new liberal president, Lee Jae-myung, halted the South's broadcasts in his government's first concrete step toward easing tensions between the war-divided rivals. South Korea's military began removing its speakers from border areas on Monday but did not specify how they would be stored or whether they could be quickly redeployed if tensions flared again.
Police have arrested 466 people in central London on Saturday for protesting the British government's decision to ban the pro-Palestinian activist group Palestine Action under anti-terrorism laws. 8 arrests were made for other offenses, including 5 for assaults on officers, but police said none were seriously injured. Palestine Action is a UK-based group which says it aims to disrupt the operations of weapons manufacturers supplying the Israeli government.
Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you!
Last month, UK lawmakers voted to proscribe the group after 2 Palestine Action activists broke into Britain's largest airbase in central England in June, damaging 2 military aircraft. The group's ban makes it illegal under UK law to be a member of or support Palestine Action, and puts them on par with terrorist organizations such as Hamas, Al-Qaeda, and ISIS. Large crowds turned up for demonstrations organized by Defend Our Juries on Saturday afternoon at London's Parliament Square. One 80-year-old protester from Surrey, England, who wished to remain anonymous, said she attended the protest to show what a farce the government's decision on Palestine Action was.
NASA astronaut Butch Wilmore, who spent 9 months in space with fellow crew member Suni Williams after their spacecraft experienced technical problems, has retired after a 25-year career. The U.S. Space Agency paid tribute to Mr. Wilmore's service and praised his commitment as truly exemplary. Mr. Wilmore is a decorated U.S. Navy captain who has flown in 4 different spacecraft and accumulated 464 days in space during his tenure.
The saga captivated the world after what was meant to be an 8-day mission to the International Space Station, ISS, in June 2024 was dramatically extended, with the pair finally returning to Earth in March this year. Stephen Corner, acting director of NASA's Johnson Space Center, thanked Mr. Wilmore for his dedication to space exploration. His lasting legacy of fortitude will continue to impact and inspire the Johnson workforce, future explorers, and the nation for generations. He retires at the age of 62, almost 20 years older than the average age for astronauts, with candidates usually selected between the ages of 26 and 46. He served as a test pilot before being selected by NASA to become an astronaut in 2000.
A new robot shop has opened in Beijing, selling everything from mechanical butlers to human-like replicas of Albert Einstein. More than 100 types of products will be on sale at Robot Mall, which launched in the Chinese capital on Friday. The store is one of the first in the country to sell humanoid and consumer-oriented robots. The outlet has been compared to a car dealership, as it offers services including sales, spare parts, and maintenance. The robots on sale range in price from 2,000 yuan to several million yuan.
China has invested heavily in robotics and artificial intelligence, AI, as it seeks to overcome challenges such as slowing economic growth and an aging population. Visitors will be able to interact with a wide range of robots, including dogs and chess players. There is also a separate section offering replacement parts and robot maintenance services. Robot Mall is located next to a themed restaurant, where diners are served by robots and the food is cooked by mechanical chefs. China has increasingly prioritized the robotics industry, with subsidies topping $20 billion over the past year. The Chinese government is also planning a 1 trillion yuan fund for AI and robotics startups.
The answer for last Friday was B, diverted. The flight was diverted to another airport because of heavy fog. Did you answer correctly? Now let's delve into today's news. North Korea is removing speakers from border. Number 1, propaganda, 政治宣传. The government used propaganda to influence public opinion during the election. Number 2, irritating, 令人恼怒的. The loud noise from the construction site was very irritating. Number 3, concrete, 混凝土, 具体的. The workers poured concrete to build the foundation of the new bridge. Next, we have a multiple choice question for everyone to practice. Which answer would you choose? You can write your answer in the comment section, and the correct answer will be announced tomorrow. It all started on August 11th, 1973, when DJ Kool Herc hosted a party in the Bronx with his sister. At that event, he used 2 turntables to extend the beat, allowing dancers to keep moving longer. That technique, now called breakbeat DJing, sparked a movement. Other DJs began doing the same, and soon breakdancing, rapping, and graffiti art started growing around it. What began as one party became something much bigger, an entire culture built on rhythm, movement, and self-expression. And that's all for today's FUNDAY News. Be sure to tune into FUNDAY News from Monday to Friday and click the link below to join FUNDAY for free. I'm your host, Oceana, and I'll see you next time.